Shaunie? Yes? And our bank accounts say, happy birthday, Shaunie! Right, Tami?
Yes.
Off of food stamps? Yes. Oh, no,
I'm saying don't get beside yourself, because I'm not opposed to tapping that ass. I instantly thought, how long would it take me to shimmy down this table and choke the out of her? That's what I was thinking.
I am excited about Shaunie's birthday dinner. I think birthdays are always a fun time, so I don't think it's the appropriate place for any drama.
Hey! Somebody else told me this on his ass. Beautiful. Thank you. Looking good, girl. Looking good. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Same here.
Good.
Evelyn gives everybody kisses except for Jen. And the whole time I'm just thinking, I'm just gonna sit back and have my drinks and revel in the fact that this time it's not me.
It's gonna be a long night, girls. Saddle up.
Went to bed.
Hi, everybody. Happy birthday, Shaunie! What a great birthday! Thank you. I hope it stays good. Yo, we've been throwing them back, boo. You need to catch up. It's alcohol.
By the time Shaunie's gotten to her party, everybody has thrown back a few shots, and everyone's kind of ready to party.
I just want to say I love all of you very much. I appreciate you all coming. You all are, you know, a special part of my life. Couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you.
For Shaunie.
Yeah. Y'all want to hear my speech? Yes, we would love to hear her speech.
Oh, she has a speech, for real.
I just want to say, in the last couple years, I've been through a whole lot.
When Kenya said she wanted to get up and make a speech, everybody was kind of like, wait a minute, who are you? And why are you getting up to make a speech for Shaunie?
I think there's a lot of women who get into marriages or get into situations where they give a lot of themselves and they don't get a lot back. I thank you in this moment, because in this moment, you're allowing the world to see who I really am.
What the are you talking about? What do you think this is, like the Academy Awards?
Because for a long time, I've hidden behind my husband and who he was.
We were all like, is she serious? She needed to just sit down and be quiet.
Nobody saw who I really was. So I just thank you for that. And that's it. Happy birthday.
Shaunie? Yes? And our bank accounts say, happy birthday, Shaunie! Right, Tami?
Yes.
Off of food stamps? Yes. Oh, no, I'm saying don't get beside yourself, because I'm not opposed to tapping that ass. I instantly thought, how long would it take me to shimmy down this table and choke the out of her? That's what I was thinking. I'm being serious. I wasn't trying to be cute. I'm appreciative of the situation. That's it.
What I'm saying is, don't try to be coming at me talking about, right, Tami? No, bitch, that was specific to me, talking about all the way from food stamps, right, Tami?
I'm saying,
bitch, I know where I came from, but you need to understand where the you came from, because don't let me start telling your bitch.
That's it.
Susie, go sit your ass down.
You have to know, Susie has had a few shots of tequila at this point, so Susie doesn't even know what she's saying. Tami was pissed. Nobody wants to be reminded when you were on food stamps, if you were homeless. Like, those are things you want to forget about. You know what I mean?
Like, that's not funny when you gotta be on WIC and welfare. It's not. But whatever.
I don't forget. I didn't hear. I don't ever forget.
We all know how Tami gets about the food stamps. I've experienced it myself. I was like, can we cut the damn cake so I can get out of here?
Let me know when y'all ready for the toast. All right, I need to say a toast.
Yes.
Guys, like seriously, I'm forever grateful for you just for being an amazing girlfriend. Just being real throughout the years. You never changed through fame or no fame. You've been 100 the whole time. And I just want to say that I love you. I love you too. And I thank you just for everything. And I hope that as a friend, that I've never changed to you. and I will forever be loyal to you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You brought things to me that I could never imagine. And I will forever be here for you like nobody, because I'm that bitch. You understand? So I thank you so much for being who you are. I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you, Jeff. You're gonna give me a hug.
It was a very heartfelt speech. I was trying not to cry. It was, you know, it's a nice moment.
All right, I need not to drink no more.
Shaunie, I just want to say that you and I have been through similar situations. Although I'm not out of it yet, I'm still going through a divorce. You're on top, you're independent, you're a businesswoman. I know some people look at me as I'm a changed person, but life is about advancement, and I'm going through a different phase of my life.
She decides to say a speech, and I promise to God, the entire speech was about herself. It's like, how are you toasting to yourself? And it just goes hand in hand with, you know, it's Jennifer's world, and we just live in it.
And enjoy your years as an independent woman, and many more to come. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jay.
Happy birthday, Shaunie.
Happy birthday,
Okay, guys, Evelyn has another toast.
Are we toasting again?
Yes, bitch, I'm toasting again.
By that point, I was like, I'm ready to get the out of here.
I want to toast to loyalty. I can't that amongst the table. Not talking about your mother friends on blogs. Being there for each other through thin and thick. And let's sum it up with being loyal to your friends. Yes.
Let's add in not being disrespectful either.
Did you say something?
I said let's add in not being disrespectful as well.
Okay, what does that mean?
I'm college educated. I don't need to explain that.
No, we didn't. No, it didn't mean anything.
Because it's coming my way, you talking at the end of the table.
What I said was I shouldn't have to explain what disrespectful is. That's what I said.
Because you're the fakest bitch at the table.
Whatever.
Just like the mother contacts the eyes, bitch.
Whatever,
Fuck
Evelyn.
that mother out.
Evelyn.
And see what's real. Bring it the mother. Give her water. That's my next
You always want to ruin somebody's birthday party. That's the trend.
I'm not ruining somebody's birthday party. Shaunie's good. You good, Shaunie?
I'm good.
Shaunie's good.
Let's go.
So shut the up and sit where you're sitting and don't talk. Try me if you want to, bitch.
You a bitch.
Yeah, you a bitch. You want to call me a bitch?
No, she doesn't. No.
Get the out of here.
Yeah, bitch.
You're
Yeah, pop
out of here.
contacts at your face.
Seriously, I don't know where this is gonna go. We're beyond talking it out, but I don't really want them to duke it out either.
Get the out of here.
You are a bum. You want to talk?
No, she doesn't.
You want to talk? You ain't about this life, bitch. You ain't about this life. You ain't about this life.
So tonight, I'm meeting up with all the girls, and we're calling it Judgment Day. We decided that we were going to give Jackie one more chance to try to clear up everything that she's been saying about all of us. Jackie right now is in the hot seat.
You should write down like
we're going to say.
Yeah, because y'all be forgetting.
Oh, I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
Jackie is known to try to confuse. So this time we were writing it down so everyone knew what was said about them.
She's not allowed to speak while we go. I don't give a I'll cut her off every time. You get your voice when we done with you. At the end of the day, you really tried to ruin our lives, like in real life.
I am feeling extremely apprehensive. I'm coming by myself. I'm going up against a hostile situation. There's 5 girls in here. All of them are pissed, I'm sure. You don't know when you're going into a situation like that what's going to be the outcome.
Jackie walks in, and we've made our list, like we've checked it twice, like we're ready for it. You know, we're like, this is how it's gonna be.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good. So we invited you because we thought it would be a good opportunity to hear what you had to say. And
Wait, let me get my drink.
Oh, okay.
My
drink first.
I'm not gonna talk about anything until I get what I want, and that's my drink. And I don't care if it's quiet, I don't care if it's dead silent, you're gonna wait.
Jackie was in powerhouse business mode. She likes to be the one pulling all the strings, and I think if she doesn't have that control, it bothers her.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jackie always needs her drink. It's her spinach. You know, it gives her her muscles, this liquid courage.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm not a starter, but I am a finisher. I don't have reasons to lie. You know what you've said and what you've been doing, and you should really be women enough to stand up and say it.
We made kind of a chart to kind of distinguish who said what to cross.
But in the time, it's just a listening period. Like, there is gonna be no talking. So Imani never had my back, and she talks bad about me. Malaysia, I shouldn't talk to her anymore. Drea needs to be slapped.
Imani, Lord thinks that I am a hater of her.
You said that Drea was a sneaky bitch.
Okay.
And that she was manipulative. And the only thing you told me about was Drea and her being, you know, she felt like we were bitter.
What Drea told me, and you're gonna admit this, Jackie.
I'm gonna admit what I said.
No,
I'm gonna admit what I said.
I have to show you how you guys are still.
You have to admit, not me. I don't have to admit anything.
Excuse me. Did you say it or not?
Did I say what? This ain't about me.
Stop.
You can't even ask me a question.
You're lying, and that is so hilarious.
I'm not even allowed to ask me a question right now.
Oh, you must be out of your mind. Girl, I'm allowed to do what the I want. You must be crazy. I couldn't believe Drea even had the balls to try to buck up. You're nothing. If you continue to talk nonsense, you're gonna be smashed like the little bug you are.
Hey, wait.
My section is very small. You got it coming.
You can't go there.
Girl, please. I ain't got a mother thing coming, but you guys telling the truth. I ain't got.
We are. We're gonna get to the truth. We're gonna get to the truth.
You can't come here saying that we're gonna be women and you can't. You gotta listen.
Okay, listen. Are you willing to put the truth on the table?
On the table.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Jackie, it's on the table. I wrote it down on a piece of paper on the table.
Listen, what? We're gonna talk like ladies,
like
right?
ladies, baby.
Okay, so you're not gonna direct at me, you're not gonna bark at me, but we're gonna talk.
Malaysia, what did I say about you?
No, you're not gonna talk to me like that.
What did I say about you, baby?
You know what?
What?
I'm done.
Good. I figured you would be because when the truth gets ready to come out, Malaysia, when the truth comes out, that's what people do.
You're gonna talk to me with respect. You're not gonna talk to me. I'm not.
You don't even need to go Compton, baby.
No, I'm not trying to go Compton with you, sweetie pie.
Don't go
I'm not. I'm going Southern Belle.
What the like, what a
You never said that I was unstable.
I never said you were unstable.
So you didn't say that. Why would she have a reason to lie on me?
Never. You want to call her?
Please call her. Call her.
I think Jackie didn't think we would call her bluff. And at this point, I was like, go ahead and call her. Why would she lie?
Imani, my question to you is, look at me in my face.
We all were your
I never
favorites.
said it.
You know I have your back. You know I love you. Doug adores you.
Jackie's not even dialing. I'm looking at the phone. It's still on the homepage screen with all the icons. Like, you're not even dialing anyone.
Jackie, you got the phone to your ear. It's not even dialing.
I'm dialing enough. Well, hold on. Thank you, ho.
Not even dialing.
Thank you.
Yo, there's nobody on your phone. I think she had it upside down, actually.
This is Jackie. How are you, sweetie? Can you give me a call? I'm sitting here with the ladies. And if you can call me back right away, that would be fantastic. Okay, bye.
We're not gonna get in with her. She's not apologizing. She's not admitting to anything. Let's just be done with it.
Jackie, we feel like we've brought everything to the table.
And I don't.
And I think I can speak for all of us. We feel like you are the common denominator between all the stuff that has been started. So we're all on the same page, and we feel like this relationship isn't working.
And?
So we're asking you, do you want,
You're breaking up with me?
Or did you want us to go?
It doesn't really matter, Gloria, because the sad thing is, the lies are still there.
Okay, well, we appreciate that, and we
I
want you to
appreciate
take
you
your
guys.
truth, and either
No, I want you to take your truth.
I got mine.
And go. And you live with it knowing that you
want us
was
to go?
her man or whatever you did.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Take your notes. Take your little paperwork with you. You should.
It's over. It's just over.
That's our truth on the table.
Thanks.
You welcome.
Bye.
We're done with you. Today's your funeral. You're dead to us.
Everybody's done with you.
Like, for real, for good this time.
like she is. Yeah.
So pretty. So here's to the trip to LA.
Yeah, safe trip back home.
Safe trip back home.
Safe trip.
Yay! Ding, 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 ding. Drink it in one shot. Don't be.
Oh Lord.
Jen, have we come to a decision?
Shaunie and the girls have definitely encouraged me to just be happy. And Shaunie has told me that this has to be a decision that I make on my own. I'm going to stick it out.
Oh, good for you. Did you lay it down, literally?
That will come, for sure. I'm optimistic about my relationship with Eric. We're definitely moving slowly, but we're moving in a good direction, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I had issues with her in the beginning because of her sister.
Right.
And then when it comes to this, I was like, this bitch is just crazy. This bitch Twitters and but she's not a bad person.
I get along with everybody, so don't. Yeah, true. Oh, she can tell her story.
I would, excuse me?
I said, you can tell your side of the story, and then I'll tell mine. Yeah,
Anyway,
keep it moving.
I need a drink.
Basically, you know, I was telling them, you know, she's a nice girl, you know, get to know her, whatever. And it was almost like they were always biting their tongue, and then they finally just told me, like, this bitch don't like you.
Shaunie loves me, Evelyn loves me, Jen loves me, Susie loves me. The only one that doesn't is Gloria. And I don't love you either.
Let me tell you something, honey. You know, first of all, you will never be in our shoes. You'll never be a wifey with the ring. You're just a Twitter-crazed cheerleader, you know what I mean? Yeah, for you to think that I would jeopardize Matt's image and friendship with his teammates for you, so you're very silly.
Yeah.
You're very silly to think that way.
I'm so silly.
I know.
I
don't feel like I'm missing out on anything not being friends with Royce. It's definitely not someone I'm gonna miss.
Gloria to me is a lost cause. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry that the two of you could not get along, but hell. Gloria just comes and puts out all this negative energy on the table with Royce. Her whole my family, my husband, my sister, loyalty, ride or die, that's what's up thing that she's been going on for the past few months has just been flat out ugly. Just like you defend your sister, you're my friend to defend me.
Right.
You guys are together so much, and I think it's just an uncomfortableness.
Right.
So that's the subject that makes it uncomfortable. It only has to come up. But at the same time, they look at you and they see that, like, come on, like, and I think even for me, Gloria, my thing is you and I were so cool.
Right.
And I've always tried to think like, okay, I don't have beef with you.
I feel like, you know, it's about defending blood. It's not that I am just cold-hearted and don't care what Shaunie's going through, what she's been through. It's just that, you know, in my opinion, family comes first. I have no idea because that's my blood. There's no way I would ever betray somebody. You both should just sit down as women.
Yeah, I got the same number, Gloria. I got the same number.
She has the same number too.
What the hell am I calling her for?
You know, as long as Shaunie has concerns or doubts about whatever happened or didn't happen, we're never going to be able to put it past us. So it just kind of sucks because it's exactly the opposite of what I thought would happen.
I don't know if she did it. I don't know. I don't know that you know. But don't play me, because I think that I was too good of a friend. At least I thought I was. I was too good of a friend to both you and her.
So do I want a friendship with you? Absolutely. Do I think you and Laura should sit down and hash that out on your own terms? You and her, no one else's influence. And so considering circumstances, if you just feel like you can't be friends with me, I understand that as well. But family is family. Blood is just blood. And I will always stand on her side. I'm not going to continue to waste my breath on changing opinions and changing judgments because those things are just etched into your guys' minds. It's just pointless.
Seriously, for 2 seconds, put yourself in her position. You know what I mean? Like, do you really think that Matt is faithful? Like, do you really think that?
Absolutely.
Really?
Matt and I's relationship is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is, and that's between him and I.
Put yourself in her shoes. It just kills me how somebody that knows the that we deal with can just act like disregard that because she's your blood. That kills me. Like, if that was my sister, I don't give a if that's my sister. I know what that hate feels like to have to worry about bitches all day trying to get at your man. come on. That's all I'm saying. Like, if it was my sister, I would be like, yo, this I don't know if my sister did, but that's up. And the fact that you don't sit up there and say that it's up, that's what really to me, because you're in the same position. You're in the same position as all of us.
I think everyone at this table has had a certain sense of denial. Whether we want to admit it or not, I think we all have. We all just kind of try and suppress that whole, like, you know what, it's gonna be all right. But you gotta be truthful to yourself. And I think we all just kind of, you know, suppress that for whatever image we're trying to put out to the world or whatever it is. But a woman's intuition is everything. And you know.
On the outside, people's lives look so happy and so great. And then when they start talking about it, you get a few drinks in people, and the tears come out, and the emotions come out.
I think I've just been through too much in my life where I want to hold on to anger and like animosity. Like, I hate drama. Life is too short to like feel like, you know, this anger.
They always say a drunk man speaks a sober mind. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I think people are starting to keep it real.
It's so pretty.
It is. So this girls' trip was completely a mess. But now we're gonna wrap this all up, put it all in a nice little bow with this lovely dinner. Thank you, Shaunie, so much.
Can we get some menus? Thank you.
So, are you guys looking forward to dinner?
I'm only looking forward to dinner because I feel like I am very familiar with Jackie's situation. So there are just things overall that I want to, you know, just say, but.
To Jackie?
Yeah.
This is some straight up bull. Hazel, you hung out with Jackie all day long, had nothing to say. But now, you have found your voice. Where'd you find it at? Was it lost? You need to make it get lost tonight.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I read some of Jackie's daughter's book. Like, she sent an email to Evelyn with an advance copy of the book, and I was very disturbed. I don't have kids, but just as a person, I feel some type of way.
And you're gonna tell her that tonight?
I have no problem telling her that.
Excuse me? So that's what we're doing right now on the final dinner. We're gonna talk about this book. Jen, are you planning on going to the hospital now or later?
Hi, pretty lady.
When Shaunie and I roll up to dinner, we see Malaysia, Jennifer, and Hazel having an intense conversation. So it was a little awkward. And I know when we sit down, it's gonna get even more awkward.
Thank you, love.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey. What's up, what's up?
Right here, you
The chairs are so tight.
I was moving that out for you, baby. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Where's your restroom?
Just FYI, I told Malaysia about the book.
That's why they're going to the bathroom.
What was the conversation?
I was just saying, like, I read some of the book, and
You read some of what book?
Her daughter's book.
It's out?
Well, this one got an advanced copy, and it's not good.
Okay, so let me understand this. You have an advanced copy of Jackie's daughter's book, and you think that Jackie's gonna take that well at this dinner? Evelyn, you are definitely poking the bear yet again. I think you might be setting yourself up to get up.
When we started having little drinks, Jennifer and Hazel had opinions. I was just like, don't say it right now because we're in front of everybody, and like, don't keep like trying to dog her out. She was like, I'm not trying to dog her out. I'm just coming from a compassionate place. And Jen said that they just read some of the book.
I'm really pissed off. These women have been reading my daughter's so-called book, so I'm not feeling good right now. Or Kari's book that's coming out, this fabricated, slanderous bull.
Yes.
Okay. The ladies reading this false story of my daughter's life is disappointing and disgusting, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They speak of women's empowerment, and right now, they're trying to destroy a woman for no reason.
Does Malaysia know that you guys have the book?
Sorry.
I told her.
She just told her when we were sitting down.
Malaysia's probably going to download Jackie on all this information, and I'm hoping that Jackie just doesn't come out like a offensive lineman and start pushing people into the ocean.
Just watch the glasses that might come across the table, because I'm going to kill somebody. Malaysia shared with me that Jennifer had read part of this book, and now her and Hazel want to lecture me in front of the whole group. So I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Hazel, you quiet. What's going on? My little wildcat. I heard my little wildcat had something to say. Who said that? An opinion they might have had or something, a little bit of something.
She told you when y'all went to the bathroom that she read the book. Girl, okay, good, because I was like, she's not gonna like that.
You know, it's coming from a good place for me. My older sister and my mother have this same type of relationship that you and your oldest daughter have. You feel a certain way and you're like, I'm doing everything that I can do, and you're like, I don't know why she's in the public doing all this stuff. So as a friend, I want to be sure that you're doing all that you can do.
I'm glad Hazel is addressing Jackie. But my plan for tonight is just to sit back, sip on my drink, keep my taser locked and loaded, and be quiet.
Sweetheart, I have not only tried everything, I continue to try everything, because that is my world. That is my firstborn. I have loved her. I always will love her. I will continue to love her. I'm just sick of constantly explaining myself over and over again, because I don't really owe anyone any answer. I don't have to do that.
Right.
My daughter has some issues. I love her to death. But Kari, the stories that she puts out are fabrications.
I feel like Hazel pretended to have good intentions on even approaching me with this nonsense. I am a great mom. I'm doing my job. Thank you very much, Hazel, and off.
So whoever wants to attack me next, go ahead. I'm a punching bag. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna just say this, Jackie. I probably read like the first 50 pages of the book. I had to stop reading when she said at 11 she wrote her first suicide note. And it really put me like in a bad space, you know, because I feel like your daughter it's a cry for love.
I know that you don't know me, and I know you don't know my daughter. And anything that's put in print, people will believe. And it's unfortunate that it will mislead not just you, but millions if millions buy it, and I hope they do. So it can support my daughter and she has 3 kids and 1 on the way. I appreciate you reading it. I can only pray for my child and be the best mother I can be.
I just don't think that you need to do that. You don't need to prove it. Like, you know what you have, your relationship with your daughter, so that's just where it is.
Right.
You been quiet. You got anything to say?
No, I told you I don't have nothing to say. I don't.
Evelyn's foot kicked my foot a couple of times. And I would say things and people would giggle a little and she would laugh too. So I felt like she really wants to work on our friendship, but she's not letting the other girls know. And I'll address you, Evelyn, for the comments that I made regarding Shaunie.
Jackie, nice try. Everybody else can be your friend. I'm not. So just leave me the alone. I'm done with Jackie.
It was stupid, childish, and ignorant on my part. I was mad, I was angry, and I lashed out and said stupid, and I apologize for that. Period, point blank, moving right along.
Jackie has apologized to me for the 100th time, and I know that she's a sociopath. Everything that I read in the book, everything that she said about my kid, I don't believe that you're saying, I don't believe your apology, and you pulled the wrong card.
Some of us and a lot of us should be at a point in our life that you want to be around. Good women, great moms, bitches that can like bring something to the table. And what she's displayed to me is not that. Pulling the daughter card or talking about somebody's child is like there's no coming back from that for me, like ever. I don't around when it comes to my kids.
And I cannot recover from somebody getting into my life doing what they did.
Can you give me my $3,500? I'll take
you
the
have 35 cents.
I'll take them.
You could have $3,500
back.
You welcome to call Kari though, and she might give you the $3,500 back, but no. Thank you, Shaunie, for inviting me. Do what you feel is necessary to do, because I'm gonna do what I feel is necessary. Thank you.
What does that mean?
I'm getting up. That's my perfect exit.
Malaysia, Jackie, and Tami all leave. I think they all rode together. They rolled together.
I am proud of Jackie Christie tonight. I'm commending Jackie on how well she did at dinner by not getting riled and not getting confrontational with anybody and just leaving.
You were the bigger person and you let it rise. I'm so proud of Jackie. Evelyn's coming for her. She's throwing her apology back in her face. Jen, she's throwing in her 2 cents, and Hazel's throwing in her 2 cents. Jackie, stay calm, cool, and collective. So now, can we please get in our cars and go home?
She's ungrateful, actually, because you want to say she came to my family and donated $3,500. I could have gave that to somebody else. Bye, Felicia.
Are we going home?
I think Evelyn should go back into obscurity where she was, and I'm not being shady. Who gives a You know, you're sitting in front of me, you keep snickling at my jokes and touching me under the table. I need to go ahead and speak to you. Then you want to play games. See, that's I don't like. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know where it's at.
Wait, who's sneaking at you under the table?
Sneaking what under the table?
Oh.
Jackie, say it.
No, ain't nothing to say. Shaunie, there ain't to say. She made her bed and she's gonna lie in
under
it.
The table?
Nobody.
What did she
Not
say?
a damn thing.
So you be telling everything.
Not
so
a damn thing.
What she say about
I wish
under
she
the table?
would. She didn't hear me.
Why
Nobody
you can't repeat it?
Because it ain't nothing to repeat.
Because
it is what it is.
You be coming up with some
No,
stuff
but you know
that
what I
really
do,
happened.
Shaunie? I stay out of other people's and I would appreciate because you are my friend, right? You are my friend, right? Right?
I guess so.
My heart is broken that Shaunie is standing here having the audacity to tell me she thinks we're friends. Are you or not? I can't tell you what you are.
I think so, but
okay,
my friends usually don't go off on me
stay
about
out of
nothing.
whatever me and her got going on.
When did I get in it?
You're in it right now by asking me.
Because I
Leave it
just
alone.
walked up and asked you what you said.
And I said
That's
nothing.
being in it?
All these years, all of this that we've gotten to know each other, and now you bring this non-mother factor Evelyn Lozada into the scene, and you feel like you need to kiss her ass and not tell every woman out here that, yes, this is my friend. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with Shaunie going forward. What do you want to hear from me? I wasn't mad at you. I'm never mad at you. But it's all about Jackie again. You came out and asked me for something. No, Tami. I'm mad at everything. I'm tired of the bull. Okay, well, I don't do it either, so I'm done talking to you. Jackie, what happened? Leave me the alone. It's all about Jackie again, and let's make it seem like it's her and all that. I was talking to them. And if I can't do that, I don't come and jump in your conversations.
I would never do all what you're doing right now, Jackie. Never. That chick right there is crazy as bat. I want no parts of it. I am completely done with Jackie Christie.
Okay, the ladies are here.
Looking like that.
I'm being blamed for everything that's going on in the Scott family. And then on top of that, Evelyn is sticking her funky ass nose into our business.
Please and Can I get 2 vodka sodas?
Double Smirnoff on the rocks with limes. Doble.
Even though we're on vacation, peace has been very hard to come by. We got Jackie, who has beef with Malaysia and Phoebe. Kristen has beef with Cece. Cece has beef with Evelyn and Kristen. OG could have beef with the whole world at any moment. We are sitting on a time bomb.
Oh, that's so pretty. Right time. I needed a smile. Since I know that drama follows this group everywhere we go, I'm gonna try my best to get it all out on the table so that we can have a great time for the rest of the trip in Costa Rica. Okay, so keeping it real. Today, you kind of surprised me on the whole Evelyn rant. We were talking about what happened, and we shared with her what you said about her.
Apparently you had a lot to say.
Oh, we had a lot to say. I had a lot to say.
I want to hear it. Keep the same energy.
It's nothing new. That you're a bitch, that you're evil, that you can't mind your own business. Yes, because you know what, Evelyn? I've never had anything against you.
What?
Did you just call me a bitch?
person been the whole time?
Oh, no.
Because I had compassion.
Oh my God. She has compassion now. Oh God. You know what?
You're not allowing
and that's
anybody.
can she speak for herself? You know why? Because she doesn't care anymore. I don't care. She doesn't care. You shouldn't care. Mind your business.
I'm sick and tired of being everybody's doormat, Mr. Nice Guy. I have had it with Evelyn, butting her nose into my business, and I'm just sick and tired of everybody's bull.
She brought up something because she wanted to.
Right, because you fed it to her.
No, I'm not the only one, and I didn't feed anything. Because like I said, unless you were at the dinner.
You want to get up? You want to get up? But you don't want me to get up.
As long as you...
I was sitting down, but you want to get up?
Just relax. I'm worried about everybody.
I could get up too. And don't call me ever bitch. You're the bitch.
Oh, that's your favorite?
Like you called me a first.
Okay. Because you are.
Finally, a bully is being put in her place and she can't even understand what the is going on. Priceless.
Talk about finish your problem with OG.
You should
finish your problem with whoever you have.
We talked about the toe. I don't have a problem with OG.
Because you don't have nothing to talk about. Toes.
I'm sorry, did you call her an ugly ass hoe and a man, or was that me?
Shut up.
So now you're telling me to shut up? I thought we didn't speak to each other.
You know why? Because I was responding to your comments.
You're not a motherfucking
You
excuse
said
for
I'm gonna beat
everything.
this girl's ass that looks like a man, and I said, did you tell her she looks like a man? And then you used my text message against her.
Okay, you want me to pull it out? You want me to
yet?
Let's pull it out.
It's irrelevant.
Oh,
because
now it's irrelevant.
Yeah,
OG, you want to see the whole thing?
Just like it's irrelevant that you called Shaunie a bitch because she said you were not friendly.
That's right. Goody Two-Shoes Kristen called Shaunie a bitch.
That's so far from the truth, which is normal.
Oh my God. You hadn't met yet, formally. Correct. Okay.
Come on, guys.
She said, what were her words? Uh-oh. Shaunie was there. Oh, really? Yeah. She's not friendly at all. She's a bitch. She's not friendly at all.
Where has this CC been all my life? She is tearing it up. But involving Shaunie? Tread easy, girl.
Doing it now. You are that bitch. You are a bitch.
Thank you for your services. When I saw your vibe and how well you were together, I didn't say I feel a certain kind of way.
Kristen and I have established a friendship. I really like Kristen a lot. If she called me a bitch before she knew me, it doesn't matter to me. Now, Cece, on the other hand, I'm looking at you a little sketchy because you brought it up at a table 2 years later for absolutely no reason.
Look, if I said it, I said it. You probably was a bitch.
Sure. I definitely was not.
I do not remember calling Shaunie a bitch. However, I probably said she looked like one because her resting bitch face matches mine.
Let me apologize to you because you were very far from a bitch. Shaunie, I'm sorry I called you a bitch.
Thank you.
See? It's easy, Cece. Just own something.
Kristen, you've done what you've done.
Yeah. I've owned all my... Have you owned anything? Have you owned anything?
Could you at least admit that you told Byron not to come to dinner?
Stop. Stop while you're ahead.
I'm glad I'm ahead.
Stop while you're ahead.
All night
okay,
long.
because of you, his kids hate me now. Stop while you're ahead.
I'm so frustrated with everything. Kristen and I were such good friends, and now she's turning Malaysia against me, Byron's kids against me. I can't take it anymore.
Oh, his kids hate because of me?
Yeah.
Girl, I am a powerful mother bitch that I can make his kids hate you.
Okay. You
Hi, it's Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives. Subscribe to VH1's YouTube channel so you don't miss anything this season.